Hello everyone, it's Becca from Becca Books and Bujo, and it is time to play my Deck of TBR game for July. I can't believe it's July. I say it every month, but I still can't believe it. July is going to be a wonderful summer month. It's my birthday on the 24th, so I am hoping to just read books that make me happy because it's my month. We are also going on vacation for a week and a half. We'll be up at my husband's family cabin, so I hope to get a lot of reading done then. I'm excited to figure out what I will be reading this month. Before we do that though, we need to check how we did in June. And if you are a watcher of my channel, you will know that I finished my entire June TBR in 1 week. I will link that video up above where I do that crazy challenge, but let's just review what prompts they were for. The first book I actually got to swap the first book I picked, which was a poetry collection, and so I swapped it for what my patrons chose as our buddy read for the month, and that was In a Dark, Dark Wood by Ruth Ware. Obviously, I read it. Then I had a patron pick A Psalm for the Wild Built by Becky Chambers, and I did read that. My patron Sarah picked that book for me, and I absolutely loved it. Thank you, Sarah, for the recommendation. Then I had a book of the month, and for that I chose This Close to Okay by Lisa Cross Smith, and I read it. Then I had another patron pick, and Jane chose With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo, and again, I read it. Lastly, I had a dystopian book, and so I chose Leave the World Behind by Rumaan Alam. And you guessed it, I read it. So I won my TBR for June, which means we have no stipulations or punishments or whatever you want to call them for my game in July. Let's quickly reset the board, shall we? So first, we always have to replace the bomb book over here. Last month it was The Swiss Family Robinson. Let's see. I feel like I need to do a reset of the bomb books, but Purity by Jonathan Franzen. No intention of reading that anytime soon, but we'll see. And next up we need to change the face card prompts. Again, the ace stays there for my patrons. If you would like to join my Patreon, the link is down below. We have some fun over there, but you also get some say in my TBR game for the month. So you can check it out down there. If I draw an ace, I will pick from the books that they have recommended for me. And for the other face card prompts, for the king, it will be this one, a book of the month. Did we just have that there? Maybe. For the queen, it will be this one, an adaptation. And for the jack, this one, a read it or not. I feel like those were the exact same prompts we had last time. These face card prompts are prompts that help me meet my reading goals for the year. All right, we do need to replace one prompt here. Let's do that quickly, and then we can play. All right, a random color generator. We'll go here in the 9 of diamonds. All right, we're set. Hopes and dreams for July, just books that I want to read. I have a stack. I'll pan you right there of ones I'd like to get to, but we shall see. I'm really just excited and wanting to read. I'm in the reading mood, so let's see what we get. I'll shuffle my cards, and we'll see what our first prompt is. All right, here we go. Didn't I just put that prompt on there. The 9 of diamonds is a random color. So let's get the phone out. This tomato red was here when I first logged on, so we are going to generate a new one. Light ivory. Oh, we have great options. Maybe not great options, but one really great option, and I'm gonna go with it. I think it matches pretty dang perfectly. It looks like it, on my end at least. So for the first prompt, I will be reading Saturday Night at the Lakeside Supper Club by J. Ryan Stradall. This is the author of The Lager Queen of Minnesota, and I really loved that book when I read it, and I thought that this would be perfect to read at the lake. So yay, I'm excited to get this one on my TBR, my official TBR for July. Let's replace that prompt with this one. Add a draw, so that's more of a challenge than a prompt. We'll put the 9 of diamonds back in the deck and we'll shuffle. Can you tell I'm excited to read in July? It's going to be a good month already. I can tell. All right, draw number 2 is a Jack of Hearts. And this is for my read it or not. Okay, I don't always like drawing this prompt in my Deck of TBR game because then I don't get to pick a book. But stay tuned for my read it or not in July, where I will pick a book at random and either have to read it or not. And that will be the book that counts for this Jack. Nothing to replace, so we'll just put that Jack back in the deck and shuffle for draw number 3 already. Alrighty. A 2 of Hearts. Let's see what that is. A book about books. I'm going to hand this one over to my patrons to choose. I'm giving them 3 options. Every month I let the patrons in my Diamonds and Hearts tier decide one book, which will be our group buddy read or book club book for the month. So I'm going to give them 3 options. I think I already know what they're going to pick, but let's give them the choice, shall we? So the first is The Reading Group by Elizabeth Noble. I believe this is a book about a group of young women who meet regularly to read and discuss books. It's a book about books. And then we've got The Bookshop of Second Chances by Jackie Fraser. A woman desperate to turn a new page heads to the Scottish coasts and finds herself locked in a battle of wills with an intriguingly aloof bookseller in this utterly heartwarming debut novel by Jackie Fraser. And what I think will win, but I don't want to call it too soon, we've got Beach Read by Emily Henry. This is a book about 2 authors, and I believe they are polar opposites, but they make a pact to write a book for each other. I don't know. I really, really want to read this. And so patrons, if you love me, let's discuss Beach Read. I will let you know what they actually pick here. Let's replace that prompt with this one. A middle grade. Love it. And where's my 2 of Hearts? Anybody seen the 2 of Hearts? I literally have no idea.
1 hour later.
I must have put it back in the deck without actually knowing. So sorry about that. Moving on, let's shuffle. Draw number 4 is the 9 of Hearts. Okay, I thought we already drew this card, but we drew the 9 of Diamonds. However, this is the 3rd heart that we've drawn, so we'll be adding a 6th draw. Let's see what the 9 of Hearts is, though, first. A book on my Kindle. Okay. Just saying right now, I might cheat this and get one of these books that I want to read on my Kindle and just read it that way. Because it's my game and it's my birthday month and I do what I want. But let's see if there's anything I really would like to read. The only one I'd possibly pick up is The Measure by Nikki Ehrlich. But I just want to read what I want to read. So let's see if I can get any of these through the Libby app. Okay, so the one that was readily available at my library on the Kindle is Just Mercy by Brian Stevenson. So this is going on for the book on my Kindle. This is going to be a difficult one to get through, but I also think one that's very important and one that I need to know the story of. I have heard Brian Stevenson speak before, and his story is phenomenal, representing the poor or the wrongfully condemned or anyone who has a hard time getting representation. And so, yeah, looking forward to reading this one. And I'm picking it up because this was the most voted or one of the most voted in my Do I Read the Books I Own video. So excited to pick this one up, finally. We'll replace that prompt with this one, a poll pick. Awesome. Put the 9 of hearts back in, and we'll draw for what would have been my last pick. But because we got that pesky 3rd heart, this is the second to last. All right. A 4 of spades. Let's see. 2+ people on the cover. So it has to have 3 people on the cover? Only 2. 2 plus a dog. Only 1. Okay, after combing through all of the books I want to read, the only one I could find with more than 2 people on the cover is Bel Canto by Ann Patchett. So this is another one for the Do I Read the Books I Buy challenge. This was either first or second. It was tied, I think, with Just Mercy. And I'm really looking forward to getting to it. This is also on my self-destruct TBR for the year, so I am meeting my goals, people. Yeah, I'm hoping to listen to this one. I think it would be fun. And it sounds like there are people stuck in a hostage situation. Sounds intriguing and exciting. And scary, but excited to get to it nonetheless. All right, we'll replace that prompt with this one, a dog pick. And put the 4 of spades back in. Ooh, there's that joker. We'll keep that at the bottom. Just kidding. I shuffle really well. I promise. I promise. All right. The 6th and final draw gets us a queen. A queen is an adaptation. Let me do some looking. Okay, I'm finally going to pick this series up because I'm one of few who have never seen the Bridgerton series. Because I want to read the books before I watch the TV series. So here's my chance. I am going to start the Bridgerton books with The Duke and I by Julia Quinn. It's my time, everyone. I'm gonna do it. This should be fun. It's gonna be romance and fancy, and it's the summer, so it'll be great to get to. All right, I think that's it. Let's see. Let's recap. This is the stack of books. Not really. Oh my gosh, they're all blue, except for that it kind of has blue. Anyway, the first prompt was a random color generator, and we got like a light yellow. So I chose Saturday Night at the Lakeside Supper Club by J. Ryan Stradall. Then we got a Read It or Not challenge prompt, so stay tuned and see what I pick for that. Then I had to pick a book about books, and I'm letting my patrons choose what our next book club book will be, whether that's Beach Read by Emily Henry, The Bookshop of Second Chances by Jackie Fraser, or The Reading Group by Elizabeth Noble. Then we got, oh yeah, I forgot, a book on my Kindle. I downloaded it on my Kindle. So this is Just Mercy by Brian Stevenson. Then we needed a book with 2 or more people on the cover, and I chose Bel Canto by Ann Patchett. And lastly, to choose an adaptation, I picked Bridgerton, The Duke and I by Julia Quinn. I'm excited for this stack. However, there are so many more that I would love to read. None of these count for the, there goes my stack of books. None of these count for the buzzword prompt, which is a measurement word. So I might as well tell you that for that, I will likely pick up Life's Too Short by Abby Jimenez. And then my friend book club is reading The Berry Pickers by Amanda Peters. So these 2 will likely be on the stack as well. And if you want to see what else I pick up in the month of July, you'll just have to stay tuned because I normally vlog it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, everyone. Let me know in the comments if you have read any of these books and what you thought of them. Do you think I'll like them? Do you think I won't? It would be great to have some bookish conversation with you in the comments. I will see you in another video very soon. Bye.